Today, the Peppa Pig's parents decided to leave their children alone with Grandpa Pig. They went on vacation, and Granny Pig was temporarily away. Peppa didn't suspect that these days would show her a shocking reality and traumatize her psyche forever. It all started with lunch. Grandpa's dishes were, as always, delicious. Peppa asked how he always managed to make such tasty dishes. He replied that it was because he knew how to grow delicious vegetables in his garden. After lunch, they went to the garden. This is where Grandpa grows his vegetables. At the end of the garden, they reached the chicken coop. He also liked to raise chickens. And Peppa saw a strange building standing nearby. Peppa asked what was inside, but he said the kids aren't allowed to know and shouldn't go in there. They collected vegetables and returned home. They spent time together, playing with Polly Parrot and playing hide and seek. They played until the night, but Peppa kept thinking about what was inside that building. And when she went to bed, this thought wouldn't leave her. Later, when she was sure everyone was asleep, she got up very quietly and went out to the garden. She was a little afraid of the dark, but she was also very curious. She walked up to that little building, looked around, and opened the door. She smelled a strange smell. There were feathers everywhere, and it was all dirty. She saw an axe and a saw on the wall. She felt sick. She didn't understand what the room was for. Suddenly, she heard footsteps. She closed the door and started watching. Grandpa Pig was walking to the chicken coop with an axe. He took a chicken from there and with a swift swing of the axe, ended its life. Peppa cried, seeing the innocent chicken's life come to an end. She didn't understand why he did it. Grandpa Pig started walking toward the door. He tried to open the door, but he couldn't. He knocked and walked around for a while, but eventually returned home. Peppa calmed down, thinking she had gone unnoticed. She waited for some time and then went out again. She felt sorry for the chickens, so she opened the chicken coop and let them out. Now they can be free, and no one will kill them. She returned home very quietly and went to bed. The next morning, it seemed like it was just a scary dream. She went downstairs, smelling the breakfast that Grandpa Pig had prepared, and sat down at the table. Then, Grandpa Pig said that he knew what she did last night. He had returned home and seen that Peppa wasn't sleeping in her room. He said that he raised chickens for meat, which was very tasty, and that's why his dishes had a special flavor. On holidays or when guests came, he always went to his shed at night to prepare meat, but now he had lost that opportunity. Peppa said she doesn't want to eat chicken, but Grandpa swore that there was no chicken in this breakfast. She calmed down and started eating, and the food had a different taste. But when she finished breakfast, she saw a green feather at the bottom of the bowl. Grandpa cooked Polly Parrot for breakfast. This was his way of punishing Peppa, so that she would remember to obey adults at all times. And Peppa remembered, for the rest of her life.